This video is inspired by Benny Productions. Hello and welcome to my 6th episode of Realistified. In Realistified, you send your drawings to my email address at emsgraphicssubmissions@gmail.com, and I turn them to some sort of reality using Photoshop. I dropped the email address in the description below. Today's drawing was actually sent by nobody. I found this drawing on the internet and it caught my attention to the fact that it has a very huge potential to be turned to some sort of reality, and trust me, it turned out epic. You guys have been sending your drawings to me recently. I will look into them and I'm going to pick 5 of them for the next episode. So keep sending your drawings if you want it to appear in my next episode. If you have been enjoying my content, please take a second to hit the subscribe button, and as usual, it is very important to ring that tiny bell as that will keep you updated. So let's get started. Okay, I first dropped a single wing. I drag it over there, then use a little bit of wrap. Then temporarily reduce the opacity, and use the eraser to clean out the overlapping part. Then dropped yet again another wing, for the left or rather the right wing. I think it's getting pretty decent. I had to get that blue color from the drawing, so I dragged the hue slider to get that blue and also enhance the saturation a little. I created yet another hue and saturation layer, but this time made the color purple. And then I used the brush tool to paint that out around the feather just exactly where that of the drawing is. Basically, I don't want to improvise. I use the pen tool to draw out the body manually. You know, sometimes it can be very difficult to find the perfect stock photo to use, so you have to use the available sometimes to get the desirable, so long as it gives you what you want. Then I'll have to fill that up with a solid color. Now of course I will drop this rough skin texture, and then use wrap to gently put it in position. Place another texture, again use wrap to get it in position. I drag both the layers and clip it to the solid color. Then changed the color to blue with the hue and saturation, and use the brush to clean the transition from the belly. For the feathers behind the tail, I took one of the wings, and placed it over there. Basically I had to duplicate it 3 times and move each duplicate further. Wow, this was easier than I'd expected. Then with the hue and saturation I changed the color to blue. I will pick a purple color for the last wing, and for the first, a bright blue color. This is beginning to get interesting. But the feathers on the wing looks flat, so I will move this busy wing over there, add a layer mask and paint it where I need the effects. Then get a matching color with the hue slider, and unmask more feathers. For the head I drop the head of an eagle, position it well and then begin the blending process. I have not forgotten the remaining 2 legs, so I also map that out with the pen tool. Then add a solid color and also levels to make distance between the legs. For the feathers on the head, I dropped a wing, then use wrap to get it in place and hide it with a layer mask. I use the brush tool to paint the effect. I dropped another wing yet again. I made couple of duplicates, then grouped them and hide it with a layer mask, after which I made use of the brush tool to paint it out. Then I tried to blend the color to rest with the hue slider. I pretty much like the head in the drawing, so I copied the part of the head on a separate layer. It could be very tedious to make every single part, so why not use photo bashing technique if you can. I just want to say I compromised, yeah. I could always paint the purple just like that of the drawing. And also brighten the feathers with an exposure. Now I think it's a good time to begin the blending process, like adding shadows and highlights, background and glow. I will be like fast here, you know what I mean.